85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
You're listening to Steal This Idea, the only podcast that knows it's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal the ship.
Commandant. Okay.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
For someone like you to steal?
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal this idea.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hello again, thieves.
Whoa.
Oh, I want to steal it. It's mine this time.
He stole my intro.
Yes.
We're back. Scott and Andre.
Yep.
Steal This Idea.
And
It's not just Scott and Andre. There's another Knudson on
Here.
this podcast.
What?
What? It's Brian Knudson.
It's me.
Brian,
Your
welcome.
older, better brother.
Older for sure. I think we'll stop there.
definitely older. We can't even dispute who's older.
Although I told Andre if he knew my brother, probably both my brothers, if he met them, he'd probably like both of them more than he likes me.
To which I said,
Probably.
that wouldn't be hard. The average stranger I like more than Scott.
Fair. This is the first time. So Brian does not live in Utah. He lives in Washington. And Brian, you have your own podcast.
I do. I was hoping to do some cross promotion.
Oh, yeah.
Of my Ready Go podcast,
And
which is a show about creativity.
Okay. So and Andre, I don't think you're familiar with this. Give Andre. I mean, just kind of broadly creativity. Like what's kind of your niche?
Let's hear the pitch.
I mean, so essentially, it's me and my sister, so Scott's sister also.
We're
and
podcasting.
We talk about. Yeah, we really do love the podcast, art, a medium in general. But we talk about creative process, and well, really, it's an excuse for us to talk about what's going on with our various creative projects,
Right.
and then also to give inspiration or motivation to people who are working on things. So like, oh, how do you get past writer's block, or how do you find a mentor, or things like that. So those are the kinds of topics that we talk about, and creativity in general, which is why I felt like, all right, this show fits on my show, because we talk about, ideas are a big part of
Stealing creativity.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the name one more time?
Steal like an artist. It's Ready Go, the Ready Go podcast.
The Ready Go podcast.
Yep.
Sweet. We'll put a link. We're working on show notes, but maybe this will be the first time we actually have show notes. We'll have a nice little link to your episode there.
I can promise a link to the cross-promoted podcast, at least.
Yeah.
Cool. So on this episode, Brian's bringing, I believe, an idea gauntlet for us. So that's new. And then I think we all are going to bring an ST screenplay, steal this screenplay, kind of for to round out the episode. But before we do that, I think we all know what it's time for.
Good idea, bad idea.
Good idea, bad idea.
My favorite segment.
Bad idea.
Let's start, Brian. I actually want to start with yours here. This potato idea. This
Potato parcel.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah. I don't know when it was that this was. I saw this as an ad. And I was like, "What is this?"
What?
And it's essentially a potato that you can send to people in the mail, and it's you put a message on it.
PotatoParcel.com, and basically when you go to the website, you're looking at like what's his name, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank's face on a potato. Which at this point, I feel like Kevin O'Leary has sponsored a couple of podcasts that we've talked about on them.
Yeah, he's like
a couple of products on the podcast this far. I feel like he's really selling out hard.
He's kind of like Shaquille O'Neal. It's kind of like, yeah,
It's like,
I see how. Sure, why not?
Yeah. So it looks like they basically print an image on a potato and send it to you.
Yeah. Yep. That's the idea. That's the thing that it's not just it is a business that you can do.
So why not just grab my own potato and get a Sharpie? I guess.
Well, you see, they have potato printing technology.
Yeah, and then if you go into the potatoes and things, you can get a 24-karat gold surprise gift box. You can add some candy into the mix.
I do love that you can upload a picture of your face on a potato. That is bananas.
I have to be real. I think this is one of the worst ideas that's ever been on the podcast. And the reason is because, so we've talked about a couple of like Boomf, which was on the podcast a couple weeks ago, which was like confetti that explodes out of a card.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a sendable item.
And silly in nature.
Yep, silly in nature, but sendable. And what I hate about the potato is it's just so unfunny to me. It's not funny to get a potato in the mail with a picture on it. Like, there's just no comedic. I don't look at this and think like, wow, that would be so funny.
Gut busting.
Yes, exactly. So I think I'm like really, really hard against this idea.
Yeah, I think in theory, sending like on your own volition, like if I were just to send a potato to somebody, ironically, I think, okay, there's maybe some comedy there, but to like go and pay for someone to do it, it's like sending someone a shirt with some dumb, kitschy joke on it that like it just doesn't really land well. I don't know.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the bad idea camp, but for some reason I'm drawn to this as something so random that I put it in my bookmarks of like, this is a weird thing that I feel like I want to know.
Things to come back to.
Exists. Yeah.
That's funny.
I wonder if I wouldn't hate this as much if it was part of like a broader package of like you can send. Like, and I get that's kind of the whole thing. It's like potato parcel. It's like the one thing we do. We send potatoes. And they've tried to add on things on top of that, but I wonder if it's like you could mail a bunch of funny things and one of the things is a potato. I wonder if I wouldn't hate that as much.
Sure.
Well, potato parcel sounds like 6 thumbs down. Andre, what you got for us?
I have so many today that I have to actually pick which ones I want to do.
Woo blue, spring me.
Let's do Knocki. Knocki.com. KNOCKI.
Okay.
I'm trying to turn a new leaf on the podcast. I'm trying to bring more things that I think are good ideas.
Oh.
So the way this was pitched to me on Instagram is basically it shows like a little girl knocking on the wall and it turns the lights off because she's too short for the light switch. And what they do is they have like basically a device that you stick on the wall or on a nightstand or on a table or whatever that allows you to do home automation. But instead of saying like, hey, Alexa, turn on the lights or going to an app and doing it that way, you just like knock.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like a new age clapper.
Basically, yeah, honestly. And I actually think this is a good idea. The reason being that so we have a lot of home automation happening at my house now, lights and things like that. And I hate
Your partner works at Best Buy.
Exactly. And he brings home stupid stuff all the time. And basically, I hate like Alexa, turn on the lights. I think it's just like such an annoying concept. But I like the idea of being able to like, and I don't know, like knocking on the wall by my bed to turn on the TV.
Sure.
Seems kind of cool. Low effort, low energy.
I'm kind of in the camp. I'm in a similar camp where it's like, yeah, it would be nice to be like, hey, Google or Alexa, like turn off the lights and open up the garage or whatever.
Yeah.
What I want is, and I think they're coming out with this like almost like a ring, like a wedding ring, some sort of band that I push a button and I don't have to say Alexa, it just knows that's what I want. Or I tap it 3 times and that means something. Yeah. Like some sort of codable thing. And this looks like it's in a similar vein to that, which I kind of like. Like 2 taps plus 2 taps is send message to mom. I would be interested to play with this and see how much I actually use it.
Not a bad
I'm interested
idea.
I've never seen this before. When I was in college, I remember I got this knockoff. I went down to, Home Depot and I got a knockoff clapper, and it was called Light Commander. And this was, 2003 or something like that. And you literally had to say the word Light Commander. Like, so instead of clapping, like it was like early voice recognition.
Light Commander on.
And it was really great.
That does sound great. I wonder if that still exists, like on eBay somewhere.
Light Commander.
I love that.
Voice activate. I'm going to find that. I would try this. I guess the price is really going to be.
It's $100 a knocker, which that's kind of where.
Yeah, that's a little steep.
That derails me pretty hard because, like I said, what I want is I want to be able to put it on.
And how big is this? Is it
I think it's pretty small.
hockey puck?
I think hockey puck is a really
like
good
a
comparison.
hockey puck size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's
$100 a unit is a little bit steep. But I would like for these guys to get bought by a better home automation company that can do it cheaper.
Yeah.
Which is essentially Google.
Well, and what's interesting is like, so the technology, obviously, if they can fit into a hockey puck, I almost would want this in a nightstand where like it's not a puck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just like, yeah, I tap my nightstand and like stuff happens.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Yeah,
It would be nice.
And can you like specify what things do? Can you like make a custom knock and
That-
be like,
Yeah. It looks
know?
like, in their app, it looks like you can say like tap, tap, hold, tap, tap, does something.
Yeah, almost like a Morse code, and then it looks like it syncs up with Philips and all the IFTTT, all that jazz.
Huh.
Yeah, I'd love to try one of these. Maybe we can send a note to Knocki and be like, hey, we talked about you on our very prestigious podcast.
Would love to. All of our listeners heard about your podcast or your product.
All right, well, I got one for you guys here. This is Get Bippy.
Get Bippy.
So I think ever since
Or heybippy.com.
sorry,
right?
Hey Bippy, yeah.
Oh, I've seen this too.
Ever since I've seen bidets, I'm Instagram views me as somebody who is like really considering my options in the bathroom. But what this was marketed as was some sort of so there's toilet paper here, but the instant wet wipe. So instead of like having a wet wipe, this is like a solution, almost like a foam, like a soap dispenser that you would dispense on some toilet paper, and instead of using a bidet or wet wipe, this would give you that same clean sensation.
Can we first talk about the fact that when I go onto the website, I get a modal that says "Want to be butt buddies," like as if that's a good call to action for me to be like, oh yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
do
exactly
want
what
to
I
be
want
butt
to be.
buddies with Bippy.com. Earth-friendly butt stuff. That doesn't sound creepy at all.
They're really leaning kind of hard into that. I don't know about that. I don't know 100% how I feel about this. I mean, instinctively, I think weird and not really into it. But it does seem like the type of product that if somebody was like, you have to try this, and like I could see for some reason me being swayed if I was like, wow, it's actually a really great experience. But I don't know, Andre, you seem to be, you have stronger feelings about things in the bathroom than I do.
What's your instinct?
My instinct is that it's just
for me, let's say not for you, but for me.
My instinct is that you would say I actually kind of love it.
I love that you know that, because I actually do freaking love it. I love it. First of all, it's like pretty sexy as far as toilet paper goes. Like they're in these cute little individually wrapped, colored situation. It looks really high quality, and I like the idea. So wet wipes kind of freak me out. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah, we threw someone here.
Yeah, we threw somebody
on
under the bus. And so we've actually talked about toilet paper
a lot
on this podcast. And what I love about this is that since it's like a foam that you put on the toilet paper, that feels like very good for your plumbing versus wet wipes, which I get freaked out about, the like clogging pipes and stuff like that.
Totally.
So really, 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 really into the idea, buying it on the podcast.
And so, this pairs well with the month's supply, right? Did you?
Yes, exactly.
This does pair well,
exactly.
especially with that single ply. I mean, maybe putting some
know.
moisture on that thing might.
I know. So I do. So I'm buying this as we speak. I'm gonna use it on the Charmin Mega Roll, but I also think that this is gonna be what goes in my, not the foam, but the toilet paper will go in my guest bathroom, I think.
Yeah, because it seems like both they have nice toilet paper, which is like individually wrapped, and like it looks
nice.
It looks
could
nice.
stack nicely, I think, next to the, in a kind of a little corner area.
Pyramid.
But here's the thing that does kind of suck. So I'm going to checkout right now. So so you can't bundle the foam and the paper, so you do have to add them both to your cart separately, which is stupid.
You can't buy them separate? Or
No, there wasn't a bundle. I just played with every option. So there wasn't like a buy 4 rolls and the foam. It was either 8 rolls and then add the foam also.
That's weird.
So it ends up coming out to $28.98 before shipping.
$28.98
For the foam plus
before shipping. That's
8 premium rolls of toilet paper.
It's not. It should be mentioned. This isn't just. This is allegedly bamboo toilet paper. So it's like.
Fancy schmancy
Fancy
stuff.
fancy schmances. You are paying a premium for that. You're not just getting like whatever generic brand.
Yeah.
Here. At least that's not what they're claiming.
Also, quick shout out to Shopify. Is that so? Shopify, when you put your email in, it recognizes like that you've ordered something on Shopify before, and then it texts me a code and it says just put in this information and we already know your stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
That is pretty cool.
Shopify making waves.
$31.98 to ship.
So $30, 10 for the solution, 20 for the roll, or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Still
don't know how I
do-
feel
still
about
doing
this
it.
blog. Also, the Buttwell blog. This is
Yeah.
why.
Here's the thing.
Why
I
do
thi-
humans have hairy butts? Like this is.
It's a
guys,
bit much.
This is,
It's a bit much.
So here's my thing. We talk about this kind of brand strategy with our company, and like what is the essence of like where we fit in the market? Like, are we more silly or are we more serious? Right? Like, kind of where are you on that
Yeah.
spectrum? I think this is leaning kind of too much into the silly when it doesn't have to be.
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't have to at all.
Like, I think if it leaned more into like luxury and nice and like
Or more into the environment because their
Sure.
pitch is that it's bamboo toilet paper, which is
Yeah.
better for the environment. Like, there's a lot of different ways to go than butt humor. Right?
yeah. I think they're doing themselves a disservice with leaning so hard into even the logo is silly looking.
Yeah. Well, I'm buying it anyway. So great criticism, but it's gonna be on its way to my house.
I can't wait to get the follow up on that one. All right, Brian, you got another one for us?
Yeah. Let's do this. The 3D, the copy pastry.
Copy pastry.
So copy pastry is a. I mean, really, it's just a 3D print. They'll 3D print cookie cutters for you of your face. And yeah, I think they're thinking that's a good wedding party favor or something.
Yeah, they're thinking that for sure.
They definitely are thinking that.
What on earth? Like, I don't understand how it even. So I look at the.
First off, I hate their logo. This like the off center O. It's like giving me
It's
anxiety.
terrible. So basically, to give listeners an idea of what the website looks like, it's a bunch of really low.
It's like 3D printed.
Yep, 3D printed cookie cutters that are a rough approximation of what a face might look like. So I feel like if we were to do me versus you, Scott, we look dramatically different.
Yes.
I don't know that you could tell that it was two different people.
I think. Yeah, because you have glasses, that might give you
Oh, maybe.
an edge.
Yeah. Oh, they have celebrities. So here's the thing: you can buy a cookie cutter of your face for $55, or if you're kind of cost conscious, you can buy a cookie cutter of Ellen for $22.
Look at this one. Did you see the one of the dog? That like the little gray dog.
Yeah, but they've gone and
Look at that. That doesn't even look like a dog. That looks like
No.
a footprint in the mud.
Yeah, I think that this is like a theoretically cute idea. Here's the thing. I'm not about to buy this on the podcast. This is our stupid idea. But I could see myself doing one of the celebrity cookie cutters, like for a joke.
Yeah.
This is funnier than the potato thing.
Who would you get? Pope Francis? Or,
I think
maybe Trump.
it would depend on the event.
What a weird.
If I was
The Rock.
pre-gaming
It's a
for
very
an
odd
Ariana Grande
grouping of-
concert, then I would do Ariana.
The grouping of celebrities is like some of them make sense, but some of them like Ellen's a little weird. The Rock is really weird. Like
who's Katy? Is that Katy Perry?
yeah,
Yeah,
looks like-
I literally could not tell you who that is.
and it's like Justin Timberlake. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, you got to get a cookie cutter of
It's
Justin.
Justin Timberlake cookie.
Yeah, or like even Jimmy Fallon's like these are not like faces that are
No.
like. Whereas like Donald Trump makes sense, and like Kim Kardashian even makes sense. Like they're these
Yes.
like on magazine.
But I
type-
mean, like, even the Ariana Grande cookie cutter, it only looks like Ariana because it has like the high ponytail that she's so known for. But other than that, it could just be
Any
a
other-
girl. Like,
yeah.
I could order this for any woman in my life and be like, this is my cookie cutter of you.
yeah,
Yeah, you just have to wear a high ponytail, and it's you.
And this is you.
you just wait till they wear a high pony. Be like, yeah,
Like, I have a cookie
I have
for
a
you.
cookie for you. I almost
I've been
think,
waiting for this day.
waiting for it. I almost think they should. So I hate their logo, but the logo actually, to me, almost looks like the best one. Where it's like I wish they would have leaned more into logos and isometric,
like text and
text
things that
and very
translate really easily.
logos, things like that are like. That to me makes way more sense than like a picture of two people's faces.
I love that. Is actually fix this idea. Is totally get out of the doing. Because faces require like a high fidelity.
Yeah.
They require detail and all these things that can't be captured in a cookie cutter. But say that I could go to this website and get a cookie cutter for my company's logo.
Yeah.
Then we're talking.
No.
Right?
Which you can. It looks like. I mean, if you look at the how it works diagram, I mean, really, you just send them in a photo.
Right.
And then they make a model of it and they 3D print it, right?
I just think that's if I'm marketing this, like I lean way more into that because that looks better. Because I look at some of these cookies, and I'm like, some of these look kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
The site clearly focuses on the worst pitch.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Interesting though. I think something there. I'd be curious to see how much like revenue a company like this makes. Like how many cookie cutters.
Well, I mean, they're 3D printed. So honestly, like if I wanted to start this company, I buy a 3D printer, I hire a 3D modeler on Upwork, and then I build this site, and I basically have this business.
Yeah.
Like this
is an easy
Like
idea. to
there's
steal.
no overhead, yeah.
Yeah. This is a really easy. Yeah, this is an easy idea to rip off. Actually, so
This is an idea that like is almost there, but the marketing strategy is all wrong.
Yes.
So somebody,
So steal this idea,
Yeah, steal this
exactly.
real functioning idea here.
but don't sue us.
Yeah, definitely don't sue us.
Cool.
Do we want to do another idea, or do we want to move into Idea Gauntlet? What do we
I
think?
want to do one more idea because, and I think so. Brian, did you also find the pillow cube?
Yeah, well, I got.
But you both said
Yes,
it?
we both found pillow cube, and that's
we
why I
gotta
want to talk
talk about
about
it
it. This
then.
has never
Yeah.
happened before. Is we both brought pillow cube, so I do want to talk about
last
it.
night. It was. I watched the video for it.
Yes,
I was like,
exactly. I think Brian and I were both getting the same ad at the same time.
Pillow Cube did a blitz.
Yes, exactly.
Anyone connected with me?
So what Pillow Cube is basically it's this video that shows how uncomfortable sleeping is now because sleeping isn't really built for the human body, which I really agree with. And I think
do
I've
too.
talked about. I have had horrible pillow problems for like a really long time.
I'm in the same boat. I never sleep comfortably on any pillow.
And what the Pillow Cube is it basically looks like a cube. I mean, it's a
foam cube.
yeah, it's a foam cube versus a pillow that's flat and like not really for the way your body is. And I'm a side sleeper, and like all I want in the whole world is something that fits this space perfectly.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And this seems really, really close to that.
Yeah, I would be very curious to try this out.
Are you a side sleeper?
I'm a side sleeper. I can't sleep on my stomach. I will die. And
No, I can't think. Are there psychopaths that do sleep on their stomach?
oh
or is
yeah,
that just a rumor?
No, there are lots of people. Brian, are you a side sleeper?
I am a mostly side sleeper. I can sleep on my stomach sometimes for a little bit, and I can sleep on my back. I can fall asleep on my back, but then I'll wake up and then go to my side.
Yeah, I try and fall asleep. My goal is to fall asleep on my back, and then
impossible.
inevitably I turn
Yes.
one way or the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be really interested to try.
Really interested in the. Apparently, it's from Provo. I didn't know that, but
Yeah, I noticed that too.
yeah,
It's not good for bear attacks. So is this funded or is this?
it is.
I mean, if you guys are getting ads, it makes me.
it's funded. Yeah, they needed 39,000. They have 102,000.
And the ad for it feels very much like the Dollar Shave Club. Like like this one big long. You follow this guy and he's kind of being ridiculous. And if you read some of the
copy?
marketing, it's very much some of the copy is very much this is good for pregnant women, side slippers, and Eskimos.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
One of those.
One of those.
One of those companies.
It's good for
Good
this.
for spinal alignment, sleep apnea, and loneliness.
And loneliness. It's good for work and prison. It's not good for bear attacks.
But ultimately, love the idea. I love where this is going.
If it works-
I think we should innovate on the pillow. The other quick sleeping solution that I wanted to pitch is it feels like the mattress. So as a side sleeper,
Yeah.
what I wish I had was a divot in the mattress
I
for
think
my
about this
arm.
for your arm. I think about
Yes.
this all the time.
Why does it not exist?
Yeah.
Why is there not in all mattresses just this little river of like,
Jam your arm in there.
yes, to get your arm in there and have it under you?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen. So I saw a pillow. They have medicinal pillows that like kind of go up and over, and like you kind of slip your arm under it.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
I want my shoulder to go to have a space to go into.
Yeah.
Right? And I want my elbow to belong in there. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm demonstrating it.
I think in theory that sounds good, but I think that in practice you'd feel like you'd either never use it or it would be weird. It'd feel claustrophobic. Like
Yeah,
you're
I wonder.
stuck there.
That would be my worry. Is like, yeah, you get in there, all of a sudden you'd like
You feel trapped.
feel like your arm's gonna rip off if you roll over or
Mattress
something.
is eating me. I don't know. I'd like to try it. At least, like, if you're out there and you're a mattress research and developer, please just try this idea and
Yeah.
see if people would like it. That's all.
I'd do a 100-night trial of that.
Yep. Oh, easily. All right. That's Pillow Cube.
All right, Brian.
All right, Pelicube.
I'm excited for the Idea Gauntlet here. So thieves, just to, if this is your first time listening, Idea Gauntlet. 3 ideas get pitched. Some of them some of them are half baked. They're all good ideas though. Romeo Butters are the investor of the show, multi-million-dollar. He's a great man, Romeo Butters.
Wonderful man.
He has wired
And handsome. Too.
He's very handsome. He's wired me and Andre $1 million, and he says he tells us we want to invest my money wisely. So Brian is going to pitch to us 3 different ideas, and we're going to divvy up that $1 million wherever we think there's the most value. So Brian,
Right.
take it away.
All right, so the first idea is, and most of these haven't really thought them through, but like there's something there. Like
Yep.
there's probably a lot of logistics that need to be figured out. But so the first one is, they just built a car wash right next to our house,
Yep.
or the street close to us, and I was thinking, those car wash places. It would be really cool if you like made that more of an experience. So like, you get onto the tracks and it moves you and it almost feels like a ride.
Yeah.
Like why not lean into that and make it an activity? It's like a virtual reality experience within a car wash. So like you're in the car wash and your car's all, moving around because it's getting washed, but also you're shooting. You're using your smartphone and AR to shoot aliens that are
okay.
attacking you or something like that.
Yes.
And so it's like a video game.
Yes. Coming back to this idea.
Coming back to
because
it.
I have. Oh, it's so hard to wait. But continue. I want to hear it. So that's your car wash idea, right?
Okay.
That's car wash idea.
Yep.
The second one is, so you can. I saw this YouTube video a while back. It was like one of these Science Channel type ones, and you can take carbon dioxide, like from a fire extinguisher, and if you spray it into a sock, like into cloth, it'll solidify and essentially turn into dry ice.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really know. And the thought is, well, what if you could essentially sell little canister? Okay, really, it's you make a cooler that you can put these canisters of CO2 into, and it creates dry ice in the cooler.
Oh, interesting. So like more of a cooler experience when you're like getting drinks, or is this just for?
No, this is so that you
so
can
you
like.
put so you don't have to go to the store and buy dry ice to put it in.
Oh, I see.
It's make dry ice on demand in your cooler.
Okay.
With little CO2 cartridges.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the last one is, so we all go to the gym, but I'm proposing a much fancier gym called a James. And I don't know, maybe there's a dress code.
There's already a great
something.
idea here.
Yeah.
So, just so I'm understanding the idea correctly here, there's a gym, but a much more upscale is a James.
Right.
Love it.
Right.
And yeah, the whole idea is maybe there's somebody at the door. You have to be on a VIP list, fancier equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's I'll give my thoughts and then you give your thoughts.
Okay.
So car wash idea, obsessed. Would put $1 million. I mean, I like if I had $1 million, I would be doing this already. The other day we went to the car wash and it was like a quick wash or something like that, and they had like LED lights that like flashed colors and all this stuff, and we were like, what? This is crazy. This is the only car wash we're going to use from now on. So the idea of like, so a car wash, what's interesting about it is it's the same speed every time, and it's the same, like all of the factors of it are the same every time. So I feel like an AR game could really, really work in that space.
Well, yeah.
And would be really fun. And all you really have to do is get people to pay a couple more dollars for your car wash and then to come back every time.
Yeah.
And you have a successful car wash model that you could potentially
You have a
replicate.
leaderboard up there. And it's like, oh, someone beat my high score. And you get pings like, oh, you've been knocked out of the high score at this car wash.
And then you're like, well, I need a car wash anyway.
Yeah.
I'll go play the game. Like,
So I had I really like this idea as well. This was on this is an idea I was going to use for one of my own idea gauntlets at some point, but it's a little bit different. Mine was more I guess more theatrical experience, where it's a little bit longer of a car wash, but it's maybe designed with kids in mind, or like you choose an experience and it's like kind of TVs around type of thing. It's you're going through and it's like it's Christmas themed, and so it's like you're going through a holiday thing, or it's action themed. It's lasers and it's space or it's whatever. And so you go and you like pick the scenario you'd like to experience, and then you're like rolling out new experiences. So people are like, oh, I want to go and I want to go to the car wash again, but this time do the Disney one or the this one or the that one. And it's 5 minutes or whatever. So it was a little more theatrical, but I think a similar vein, which is that like you're locked in for 5 minutes no matter what.
yes. How can we make this more enjoyable for you?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think AR could be. I hadn't thought about that because you're like stuck in a space anyway.
Exactly. Going a static speed, like they could really program in an interesting experience.
Oh yeah, and you couple like some like big earthquake scenes or whatever. Like, oh, we got there's an explosion, and so now that's when the
thing comes
blow
down.
dryers are hitting you.
Yeah.
Or even like you're on a river raft and all of a sudden you go down a waterfall.
Cool, yeah.
Lots
Lots of good ways to take that.
Yeah. So
steal that, somebody. I want to go to this.
That's clearly, I would say that's easily going to be the front runner. I would imagine in the Idea Gauntlet.
At this stage.
The second idea.
You go first.
The
dry ice making cooler.
Dry ice making cooler. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't know how much like market value there is for that. Like dry ice being like a commodity in general is like.
Yeah.
I don't know who's buying and selling it and like what their margins are in it, and like I think sure, like would it be nice if this existed? Yes, but is it like if you spend all this time and engineering effort making it only to have nobody buy it, it's like, well, is it really worth it, I guess?
Yeah, I would put it in the camp of like we had I don't remember if it was one podcast or two ago where we talked about like our vaccination kit.
Oh yeah.
And it was kind of like, it's in the same vein where it's like, if it scientifically could be engineered and it like made sense, then this is obviously a superior way of getting ice. If you could just have a canister in your garage or whatever that you could then use to make ice on demand in your cooler. Great idea. But only if it like scientifically works. And then it's like, okay, this is a good idea.
Well, so I have this guy. I know this chemist, and I actually asked him about this idea once, and he kind of verified that it would work. But the problem is that
you need nuclear fusion to
well, it's not that you need nuclear fusion. Is that you would need to produce it like in China or something like that, and then you'd have to ship it. And there's weird customs laws about shipping certain kinds of materials that are
interesting.
volatile, and so you'd have to like do that right.
You'd have to understand the logistics game, the
air,
supply
like
chain for
yeah
that's interesting.
That's a difficult aspect.
You should ask your chemist friend if there would be possible to create a solution that you could shoot out of your windshield wipers and it would automatically melt the ice on your car.
If only.
Sure. I'll do that.
Because I know that's something Andre wants really badly.
And I do think that could be done. Like, I almost feel like if I had the resources, I could do it. Third idea was
The James.
So what's funny, we were in San Francisco not that long ago, and as part of like where we were staying, we had access to the Equinox gym that was part of it. And Equinox is like a really upscale gym chain that has received some acclaim,
accolades.
But what I do wish, I will say that, and I think maybe we've talked about this on the podcast before, is I just do wish that there was a James that was somewhere between like having a country club membership, which is not accessible to most people,
Yes,
and going to Vasa, which is like cattle.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just like too much. Like I really do wish that there was.
Yeah, because it seems like you have like really crappy gyms, and then you have like the regular normal gym that almost everybody goes to, and then
and then something way out of your league.
Yeah, and something way out of your
and
league.
it feels like there does need to be more middle options between Vasa, which is trash, and Country Club, which you can't go to. And I don't know what that is.
I do.
It's the James, is what it is.
It's the James. I almost feel like this is an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're like, we have to make an upscale gym. We can't call it a gym though. We got to call it a James.
Yes.
You know,
But
like
then-
it seems like there's a really funny episode of a TV show that's like that's the whole
Yeah.
episode.
Right. Scott's spinning
Yeah, it
his head
probably
to
is
steal the
probably a
screenplay.
better TV episode than actual business.
It's a funny joke, but I just want to say that I do also want a nicer gym.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
There's another idea around that. I'll save it with gyms. Remind me next idea gauntlet. There's a good idea there that somebody pitched me once about that.
We could do a gym idea gauntlet. I have
Yeah.
a couple of gym ideas.
I'm gonna say
All in on parking, or all in on car wash, I mean. Right?
yeah. I would say 900K on car wash. I'd give 100K to the CO2 just to see if
Yeah.
because I think it's interesting and for the
It is interesting.
for the sake of science.
Yeah.
Like that deserves some money because I think there's something there. But yeah,
Sure.
I think most of our money.
Science.
Yeah, I think for most of our money is gonna go to that car wash.
Okay, I'll take it.
Take it and thieves.
Thank you, Mr. Butters.
Yeah, and thieves, you've heard it here first. These are some great ideas. Again, we want, please, somebody steal this.
Please. Any of them.
Because once somebody makes it, then we got copycats, and then the stuff's accessible everywhere.
I mean, even the It's Sunny in Philadelphia folks, if you want to make an episode about the gang makes a gym,
The gang.
like that'd be a great episode.
That's quality content right there. All right, let's finish up the episode. Speaking of Always Sunny, Brian, you really had a good steal this screenplay.
Well, yeah. So it was more of a. I've been thinking I don't know why this is actually a pretty good conversation, the icebreaker conversation. The question is, if you had a Romeo Butters, does Romeo Butters have any connections to Hollywood?
Tons.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
Right. So if you had an investor who says we want to reboot a franchise, or reboot a movie, we're going to redo a movie from the past.
got it.
What movie would that be? Because that's something that Hollywood does all the time, and I feel like there was something in the news about The Princess Bride the other day. I was like, dude, you don't need to remake The Princess Bride.
Right. There's
Other movies.
there are plenty
worth
of movies.
I saw that in the news also, and I think the resounding comment was just, no, do not remake The Princess Bride. It will not work. Like, it will not be good.
Yeah.
Do not remake The Princess Bride.
How would you feel, Andre, about a Princess Bride musical?
So Beetlejuice, the musical, just recently came out.
Uh-huh.
Beetlejuice being like a kind of a classic 90s film. And I would have said that that's a horrible idea, but the soundtrack is fairly good to Beetlejuice the musical.
Now, what if
go listen to that.
one of the people on this podcast has made and written and composed an entire
Princess Bride
Princess
musical.
Bride musical?
I think
Yeah, there's 25 songs. That's pretty good.
my remark is that I think it will be good. Like, I actually am for taking classic movies and making them into musicals.
Yes. That's a different question.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait. What's the question?
That was the sidebar. That
Yes.
was something that my brother Brian has done.
Okay. No, I'm into it. I'm all for it. Please make it real.
So the question is
if you can
which
reboot
movies
any
to reboot.
Yes. Yeah, you get to pick a movie or franchise to reboot. What would it be? So the worst answer would be Terminator because they
We don't need any more of
keep
those.
trying and
We're
failing
done with
there.
that. What would your answer be?
All right, so my first one. So I have a couple of
Yeah,
these. My first
I'm
one that I
bad at this.
generally go to is Flight of the Navigator. I feel like it is a Disney classic that doesn't really hold up by today's, but it could really
Does it
benefit from
not?
some awesome new special effects. You see Flight of the Navigator? Am I too old for you guys?
I mean,
You're too old for me.
I don't think I've seen Flight of the Navigator either.
What?
It looks really, really scary, to be honest. Like, from Googling it, this looks like a really scary movie.
It's not. It's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the premise is this kid essentially gets abducted by aliens and comes back to his house, and everybody is aged 10 years, but he is not aged.
Right.
And so everybody's trying to figure out what happened, and then like he goes to NASA, and it turns out he was abducted, and they put flight plans in his brain, and they needed him. The ship needs him to be able to navigate the universe or something like that. Anyway,
It sounds great for a remake, to be honest.
right. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like the movie, like the premise is pretty solid.
I will say
but the effects. Yeah.
that the child actor has been charged for robbing a bank since the movie was made. So maybe he doesn't feature in the remake, but
we don't need to make it a soft reboot.
I think that these are the
fresh.
movies that we should be farming for remakes, though. Are
Sure,
these
totally.
like 80s
Yes.
classic or 80s almost classics? Like they had a good bone structure, but failed to make mass popularity.
So what about? I mean, there are some movies that like were good and are viewed as classics, but like these days, they, most people don't really watch them. So, for example, a movie like The Outsiders, where it's like kind of dated.
sure.
Pro Outsiders remake?
No, that's what I'm asking.
No,
Is
no
like
Outsiders
a
remake.
movie like that where like it's still viewed as pretty good, but like obviously pretty dated. Like Like, do you think movies in that is that too well regarded?
Yeah, Outsiders specifically is too well regarded for a
Or
remake.
like The Breakfast Club or like Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No, all those movies
Yep, those you couldn't do.
people love.
Because they're too good.
Well,
Or they're
and
too
they
well
love,
regarded.
Like,
And iconic.
Yes, totally.
All right, you ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
The next one is a remake of Brewster's Millions. But it's Brewster's Billions with Kevin Hart.
What?
I think
Another film I haven't heard of.
Never heard of Brewster's Millions. The whole idea is it's Richard Pryor, and he has to spend $1 million in 30 days in order to get his inheritance. That's more than it's like several $1 million. He has to spend a bunch of money in order to like get his actual inheritance.
Right.
And so but he can't tell anybody why. And so he like buys the Yankees, and he runs for office.
Again, love it.
yeah.
Love it for a remake. I will not go back and watch Brewster's Millions because it doesn't look interesting to me. But first of all, this is like a hot conversational topic, which is like, if you had to spend $1 million in a day, what would you do? Like, that's kind of a fun what would you do question. So it plays into the fantasy that people are already doing, and it would give you the opportunity to like show some funny stuff. It's a potentially very funny movie.
Have you seen that website that it like has Bill Gates' net worth and like all the stuff you can buy? And it's like, how many sports teams would you like to buy? And you punch it in, and it's like slowly brings down his net worth, and it's like barely makes a dent.
I love that idea.
I'll see if I'll put it in the show notes here, but it's pretty good. That also makes me think of, in the same vein, Blank Check is another similar movie that, like, if you rewatch it, it's like kind of weird. Like, he kind of has this like weird relationship with the girl at the end. It's like probably wouldn't really fly these days, but I think a blank check in a modern society, I think would be interesting.
Because he'd buy all different new things, right? That's what's kind of fun about that show. Is like, oh, what would you buy? You'd buy this, but like now, the stuff that they bought in the '90s is like, isn't that cool?
It's like he bought an inflatable boxing ring in his backyard. It's like, hey, that's like $100.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see Rat Race?
Yeah.
Is that a funny movie or a bad movie?
That's a movie that's like almost like a cult classic. Like some people love Rat Race.
See, I like Rat Race. I think it's a funny movie. I wonder if the concept of Rat Race could play well in modern society, or if it might be too tender now.
No, I think so. Rat Race is a remake. There's a movie
Oh, is that
called
right?
It's a Mad, 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 Mad World,
Uh-huh.
and it's a remake of that movie.
Wow. The more you learn.
And I think you absolutely could do Rat Race again.
You think?
Or,
I'm
or
kind
It's
of
a Mad, 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 Mad World.
Yeah. I'm half of the opinion that people might be a little too raw about like the core concept of Rat Race now, that it might not work. But I think I would definitely see a Rat Race remake.
Yeah, I don't think enough people would have a. I don't think it's-
remake, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, here's one. How about Clue?
Aren't they
I
remaking
think
that?
I heard they're doing it.
They are doing that.
See, because
They are
that
doing
one
it.
I think is right on the cusp of because that's what I think you almost want it right on the cusp. Because another one I think is Treasure Planet, like a Disney movie where it's like they didn't land very well, and there's like lots of good bones to that movie, but like
Yeah.
it's no one's favorite.
Yeah,
But-
no,
lot-
but
there
they're,
are some
they're
people
making
that are
a
obsessed.
Clue with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman
Yeah.
attached.
We have a Clue coming.
that sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah. But Treasure Planet, I could take or leave.
Treasure Planet, some people love. So I don't want to mess with people that love something.
Well, but a lot of, I mean, like a lot of people like Aladdin, but I actually think the Aladdin remake is one of the better ones, personally.
Yeah. See, I don't like the Disney remake mill
That's all right.
that they're running right now. Not hot on that. But
What
Aladdin
would
was
you
okay.
think about a Jon Favreau style, version of American Tail, like with like real mice?
Ooh,
Oh.
I could get into that. I wonder how it would land. Well, I don't know. Like they kind of lean pretty hard into like them being Jewish and like that. That's
Yeah.
like a big part of the story, like during like a gulag and stuff. Like, I mean, maybe it would still work, and then maybe you can kind of get around that. But
It does feel like a long time since we've had a movie like American Tail, though. Like
yeah, kind of this like adventure through
adventure through an animal's
through animals in a
eyes.
metropolitan setting, kind of like
Yeah,
Aristocats.
It's been a
and-
while for that. So
Yeah, I'm into that. Well, I guess let's. Any last movie ideas, movie remakes before we wrap up here, guys?
my vote is Rat Race.
Rat Race
I'm
is-
really into that idea now.
Andre thinks Rat Race is the best.
I
Brian,
think it could be really funny.
I would love to see a Brewster's Billions with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I'm really into that idea too.
I do like the upgrade of Billions from Millions,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I still think Blank Check would also work just as well. Kind of depends on your demographic, because like you probably grew up
Yeah.
more with Brewster's Millions, and I grew up with Blank Check. So
Yeah.
whichever has a better, net to bring people in, I guess.
Sure.
All right, well, I think it's going to do it for the episode, Brian.
Yeah.
Andre?
I feel like this was a success.
It's a success.
This was a wonderful success.
I think good content here. I mean, I think the key takeaway here is somebody is sitting on a gold mine with that car wash.
Yeah, honestly.
Yep.
If you have any feedback for Brian, his ideas, or just for any of our ideas in general to the thieves out there, Andre, give him those socials.
Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at Go Steal This Idea, or send us an email with your thoughts, your own ideas at idea@gostealthisidea.com. Check out our website, gostealthisidea.com. Our show notes and other things like that are all posted there reliably every single week. And don't forget to check out Brian's podcast,
Ready Go.
Ready Go.
Ready to go podcast.
ReadyGoPodcast.com or
Yep.
Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Where you get your podcasts.
One of the questions I was going to ask you, Brian, of the ideas you've listened to on Steal This Idea so far, which has been your favorite?
Or
Which you feel like has the most promise?
Brian's like, I've never listened.
No, I have, but you just caught me off guard. So like, that's a question that I should have thought ahead of time.
Or what's one that you like, oh yeah, like you think about, or one that kind of has stuck with you?
Well, I mean, there's several that I like VIB. I don't think really. I mean, several that I'm like, maybe I could see it, but like I'm not really into.
Everyone loves VIB, for the record. So
Everyone.
And then there's a couple like the what's the one where you the sign on your door?
Marquee.
Marquee, I think that's solid, but I think you could make that. There's a way to do that cheaper and easier than the way you guys described. But
Yeah, Marquee is one of my favorites.
Marquee is.
I go back to Marquee when I daydream.
What about? Did you listen to Andre's Loft?
And City Jump. I actually love City Jump.
Yes.
Whoa.
City Jump gets no love.
City Jump is weirdly our least listened to episode for no reason.
And easily one of our just as good as any other idea.
It's a great idea.
Yep.
It's a great idea. I'm surprised that one doesn't exist already.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Brian, it's awesome
All right.
having you. Thieves, thanks for listening, and
Later.
see ya. Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.